Hi, my name is Michael Emmer. I'm a senior at DeSoto Central High School, and this is my persuasive speech. As you know, the coronavirus is affecting the entire world. Businesses are closing, people are being laid off, schools are closed, so students have to do all this online schooling, and obviously people are dying. It's affecting the entire world, and we're not sure when exactly it's going to end. But for my persuasive speech today, I'm going to try to persuade you guys to have a positive outlook on the quarantine and things like this by trying to get a hobby and trying to develop some new interest all during the time. So I'm going to be talking about the benefits of hobbies first. Then I'm going to be talking about what I'm doing during the quarantine to participate, try to get some more hobbies. Yeah, pretty much. So there's a ton of benefits towards hobbies. There's really not any downside. As long as you don't pick any stupid hobbies that's life-threatening. There's so many hobbies. It causes you to feel better about yourself. It causes positive emotion if you're enjoying what you're doing. And during this time when you mostly are just staying home with no responsibility or anything, it's important to have some positive routine thing that you can do. Because you could easily just sit on the couch and just watch Netflix all day. But that doesn't benefit you in any way. So it's important to do something that can be important to you, that can help you through things. It causes less stress, so if you're really stressed, having a hobby that you enjoy will help with that a lot. If you're kind of depressed, and obviously staying home all day, if you're alone, that could easily happen to you. Hobbies also help prevent depression, because it gives you a purpose in your living and what you're doing here. And it just generally makes you happier and less stressed and more relaxed. Now I'm going to be talking about some of the things I'm doing during quarantine. Because if I'm talking to you guys about why you should get hobbies, it'd be hypocritical if I did not. So during this time, I've been consistently working out every morning. I've been reading a book. It's a biography written by John Dornbos. Me and my sister are doing this journal thing together. And I'm also trying to do some cooking. In a couple days, me and my sister are going to have a bake-off. We're each going to cook a cake and we're going to see who the family likes more. And a week ago, me and my siblings, we made hibachi fried rice for the family, and that turned out really well. See, simple things like this, they're not overly complicated, but they give you more of a purpose instead of just sitting home all day. And they were all really enjoyable. In a couple days, we're going to do this PowerPoint game where we each anonymously make PowerPoints for each other, and we have to present someone else's PowerPoints, and they're all really stupid. It's just going to be a great fun time with the family. See, it's important to have these things, especially during a time when you're stuck in the house all day. Because if you don't, then you're just going to go through a routine of just boredom. And doing things like working out, which I try to do every morning. I'm also going to try to run. That will help because it helps you stay in shape in this time. Because you could easily just eat junk food, watch TV all day, and then you're just not going to be healthy during this time. But if you get exercise and try to stay fit during this time, it's going to keep you sharper physically and mentally. So that's just a great way to help you. There really isn't much of a reason to not have hobbies at this point. Because if you're required to stay inside, you don't have any work to do. You really have zero responsibilities at this point. For the most part, if you're an adult, you have some responsibilities, but you still have a lot more free time. So you could take time to read a book for 20 minutes a day. That's something easy, simple, that does not take a lot of time and effort to do, but it has a ton of benefits. It will keep you entertained. It's better for you than just watching Netflix or TV all day. And if you do things like cooking, that's always something that gets you going mentally. And if you can do it with people, that will help as well. Because it just gives you things to do socially, because obviously we're socially isolated. So if you only have one or two people in your house with you, doing a cooking thing would be great. It gives you something to bond over and just have some fun with. So these are some of the things I'm doing. I'm also just going to try to read more books other than just the one book. I'm reading 1984 for my English class online. I'm going to try to read that more. Just do things like this. The PowerPoints, as I previously mentioned, we're probably going to try to do this again. And we're just going to do a lot more family activities together during this time. Because as I said before, there's really no excuse for not. As I also previously mentioned, while you're stuck in your house all day, you have really zero excuse to not come out of quarantine with a new hobby or with a new activity. Because really, Makes no sense for you. Why would you sit on the couch all day when you could be doing something to improve yourself? So once this is all over and you could go outside and have fun with your friends, you're a newer and more improved you. So I'm gonna leave you with a quote from Puja Baku. It's actually a poem. Insulated from all the plastic glitter, mankind becomes mentally fitter. That is a quote basically meaning that this is like being alone for many people. This gives you an opportunity to sharpen yourself mentally and physically. This is a total opportunity of improvement, and I urge you all that are going to see this to try to improve yourself, get a hobby over this time, because this is obviously a terrible situation. But if you look on the brighter side, you have an opportunity here to do something really great for yourself. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you for listening. And as I said before, my name is Michael Emery, and this was my persuasive speech.